What is going on, Black and White Network? You got me. I'm by myself. Rhodes will not be on this stream. He's actually at I believe a birthday party or something, he told me. So I decided I was going to make a video initially, but then I decided, let me go live. Let's go live on this channel. We haven't been live a lot on this channel here. But if you would not mind smashing the thumbs up button, please, we would greatly appreciate it. I would appreciate it, I should say. Who do we have here in the house? Let's see who we have here. Joe Bob Tar Heel is here. Clifford, I'm sorry. Fernandez. Richard Alfaro is here. Roger Volk. Owl Paint. Rat Boy. Patel Ron Sitz. GS. Christy is here. What's up, Christy? Bit D, Pet C, Jake the Movie Geek is in the house. All right. Got a lot of people starting to come in. We've got 101 people already joining into the party. Yeah, no Rhodes. Rhodes is not here. He's actually not even at home. He's actually at a, did he say a birthday party? Let me just double check. Because I do not remember exactly what he said. What did he say? Yeah, it's a birthday party. Birthday party. Now, this is funny. Rhodes is organizing the Jussie protest. Nah, he's not doing that. He's not doing that. But after a very long day, the Jussie Smollett sentence, the half-white, washed-up actor now, I don't know. Maybe he'll make a comeback. Do you guys actually think he's going to make a comeback? Put in the chat, yes or no, will he make a comeback in Hollywood? But you know how Hollywood is. But just put yes or no. Yes or no in the chat. Amy's Angel says, hey, John, love you and Rhodes and this channel. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm expecting a lot of people saying no. A lot of people saying no. So Hollywood is not going to be very forgiving to him, huh? And by the way, thanks to all the new subscribers that we got. We have been on a roll on this channel. I think like the last couple of days, I think we got like 5,000 or 6,000 new subs on this channel. So we appreciate all the new guys, new people coming in and supporting us here. But, oh, there's Rhodes right there. He just popped up into the chat. Says, hell chat, sorry guys. It is the son-in-law birthday and I am out eating Rhodes. Appreciate it for dropping by, man. You may be listening the whole time, so. Rhodes actually knew I was actually waiting for the verdict. I didn't think it would take this long. When, I don't know if you guys are watching that, but when the verdict came in, well, after they did all the motions, and we'll talk about some of the things the character witnesses, I guess you call them. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know exactly what you call it. People speaking up for Jussie Smollett. The judge, after all that was done, judge came back, and I was actually out of the house. I was listening on my phone. And this man talked for like 45 straight minutes. 45 straight minutes. And he was kind of praising him a little bit. But for the most part, the judge was crushing Jussie Smollett. Crushing him. So a lot of people are actually expecting, only probation. And that didn't happen. Now, I did see some of the comments here where people were saying, hey, only 150 days. Well, from what the judge was saying, class 4 felony to me is serious. I do believe it's serious. But 150 days when nobody thought he would do a day in jail. And when the sentence was handed down, Smollett's lawyers went into full lawyer mode. Hey, motion to suspend. He's and the judge like, no, no, no. They tried it like 2 or 3 times. He's like, no, no, this is serious. He's going to jail. He's going to jail. Yeah, I'm gonna go over the charges here too, as well. We got a super chat. First super chat of the day. SBR Grindle65 with a $10 super chat. Appreciate the super chat and the supports. 200 people in here right now. Appreciate it, guys. But let's go ahead and look at this here. So, Jussie Smollett sentenced in 2019 hate crime hoax. And the judge himself was calling it what it was. He called it a hate crime hoax. And he said that no matter what sentence that he gave him, Jussie Smollett has done more damage to himself. So, let's see here. Jussie Smollett, because he's a famous French actor, by the way, learned his long-awaited fate when he was sentenced on Thursday after being convicted last year of staging a hate crime against himself and lying about it to Chicago law enforcement. When Smollett returned to Cook County Court on Thursday, after much back and forth by his defense team and prosecutors over 4 hours, he was sentenced to 30 months felony probation. He actually announced that first, the judge. I was thinking, all right, he's going to walk. Restitution to the city of Chicago in the amount of $120,106. I actually believe that was the cost of all the overtime and stuff that they wasted on the fake hate crime. A fine of $25,000. And then he said 150 days in a Cook County jail. Now, I believe that caught some people by surprise right there. That caught some people by surprise. I don't know if you guys actually thought he was actually going to do any jail time, but I believe that the judge had to give a jail sentence. He had to, because if little Pookie down the street does this, it's not making the news. Nobody cares. But when you have an actor in Hollywood, Jussie Smollett, when he goes out there and does this, the judge needs to send a message that, well, you're just not going to get off scot-free. And I know a lot of people aren't happy with the 150 days sentence. Now, the judge even said himself the sentence could have been 1 to 3 years. But newsflash, nobody gets that 3 years. Nobody does. And he talked about how it could have been a 15-year sentence because Smollett was convicted on 5 or 6 counts, each with a 3-year sentence. He said that he doesn't believe he can even do that. So somewhere along those lines. But the point is, Jussie Smollett is going to jail, and he is not happy about it. He's not happy about it. There was an outburst. We'll get to that because we got the video too. He had several outbursts, and this man really didn't do himself any favors. And when the people that were coming up there to speak on his behalf to tell the judge to go light on him, a couple of them in his own family, I believe they didn't do Jussie Smollett any favors. His brother went up there, and right off the bat, he started attacking the prosecution because he was upset about the prosecution, talking about how his family was actually passing notes and all that. So he took that out on the prosecution. I'm like, when I was watching that, now I didn't watch all of this, guys, but I watched it. I was like, man, no, you're not doing Jussie any favors by doing that. You're not doing him any favors. And then his grandmother gets up there, white lady, and she's on the stand, and then she starts attacking the media. I was like, man, you guys really don't want this man to not go to jail. And Jussie Smollett, he's pretty defiant. He's very, very defiant. And the judge even said it himself. He said that Jussie Smollett committed perjury on the stand when he was giving his 45-minute I guess recap of the whole case, because this case has been going on for 3 years, guys. 3 years. Remember, it was actually thrown out initially, and then came back, reinstated. They investigated, and they said, "Yep, you faked this. Now you got to pay the piper." So the judge not happy with Jussie Smollett, and his defense team, man, made it all about race. Guys, his lawyers actually went up there and actually pleaded that Jussie Smollett should not go to jail because of the Wuhan virus. Yeah, at this point, yeah, we're still playing that game right now. Still playing that game with the virus. His lawyers actually got up there and said, well, if he gets sick and if he dies, and I was like, really? Really? You guys are actually playing that game now? Really? Crazy. Not at this point, guys. Not at this point. I mean, especially right now when you got all these cases just dropping like flies now. And the Jussie Smollett, he had his little mask on and everything, but I'm not going to talk about the mask, but I thought it was crazy, man, when they started trying to play the race card. But Jussie Smollett's outburst, I believe, is the reason why that his defense, started going full, playing the race card in this whole thing. At the end of the judge reading the sentence, well, actually before that, he asked Jussie if he wanted to, say something before rendering sentence. Jussie Smollett said, "No, I don't have nothing to say. Nothing to say." But after the verdict goes down and he knows that he's going to jail, which he probably did not expect to go to jail. Probably not many people expected him to go to jail. But once he found out he was going to jail, he wanted to talk. He wanted to talk, and he had an outburst. Check this out. And you see Jeremy tweeted this out here. Jussie isn't just a clown, he's a whole circus. And man, this clip right here, guys, check this out. This is when the judge asked him if he had anything to say.
No, I would just like to say to Your Honor that I am not suicidal. That's what I was like to say.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear it now. He said, "I just want to say I'm not suicidal." Dude, you're going to jail for 4 months. You're not convicted of murder. You talking about suicidal? You saying you're not suicidal? I don't know. Maybe this guy needs some help, man.
Okay. I'm not suicidal. Okay.
Wait, go back. Yeah, there you go.
No, I would just like to say to Your Honor that I am not suicidal. That's what I was like to say. Okay. I am not suicidal. Okay. I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years.
Oh, playing the race card.
The LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you, and I respect the jury, but I did not do this, and I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself, and you must all know that. I respect you, Your Honor. I respect your decision. Jail time. I am not suicidal.
Now, if he only got probation, I doubt that Jussie Smollett would have did this. I guess he was caught off guard right here. He thought, man, I'm going home tonight. I'm good. But he got 30 months of probation too. He got caught off guard by the jail sentence, I think. and he's going to jail immediately. I don't know what possessed him to say, I'm not suicidal. And he says that he respected the judge, but the judge has already said, I don't believe a word you said. I believe you perjured yourself. Everything you said was a lie. Jussie Smollett is a liar, man. And the judge was actually praising him on social justice stuff. I'm like, really? Does anybody believe that this man really is into social justice? True social justice. He made this up. He made this up. And you know what? Maybe he did that outburst too because, you know, he wants to be a martyr or something like that. Because there's another video here, guys. Another video here. And this is when he is exiting the courtroom. And actually, you know what, guys? He should have been in handcuffs, but he wasn't. Another outburst. Check this out.
Happens right here, right now. Charlotte? Yeah, I'll talk to you about it. I'll give you news. Okay. All right. Any other matters to come before the court today? All right. Defendants remanded to the custody.
Watch this.
Court is adjourned.
I am not suicidal.
Stop laughing about black.
I am not suicidal. And I am innocent. I could have said that I was guilty a long time ago.
Wow. This is hilarious, man. This is absolutely hilarious. Yeah, not in handcuffs. That's called privilege. Yeah. How is he not in handcuffs? I don't get that. How is he not in handcuffs? That doesn't make any sense right there. We got a $5 super chat here. Let me find it here. I think this is $5 Australian. Yvette Moore. Do you want to take the rope off, sir? Still makes me laugh. Yeah. Thank you for that super chat. Yeah. Jussie Smollett, when the cops went to his apartment, this dude still had the rope around his neck. I'm like, and I'm pretty sure the cops are thinking the same thing. Why are you still wearing this? And Jussie Smollett says, oh, I want you guys to see it. I mean, then at that, it wasn't, you could tell this was an amateur right here. The rope was like a little rope and it was hanging like all the way down here. I mean, it wasn't even really a noose at all. And I always found it funny, guys. I never fell for the banana in the tailpipe when it came to Jussie Smollett. I did not. When I found out about this, one thing, freezing cold at night in a polar vortex, 2 a.m., and two guys in a black gay neighborhood are just walking around with MAGA hats and with bleach, and they already have rope, and they say Empire. So it was just a perfect storm or something? How big of a coincidence is that? I mean, even the judge mentioned that the MAGA hats, they had rope and they had bleach. They didn't know Jussie Smollett was out there. But they had all this stuff out there. I'm sorry, man. I'm pretty sure that even real hardcore racists don't want to be walking around in the freezing cold polar vortex to harass black people. I'm pretty sure they like to stay warm too. I'm pretty sure they think, you know what? There'll be another warm day. We can go out there and get some black people, but not tonight. Not tonight. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Jussie is half black and half white. Man, if you listen to Jussie, And his lawyers, man, you could have thought he was Kunta Kinte. I mean, like straight from Africa. Jussie Smollett is a half white man, a half white man. But he did that outburst, man. He's acting like he's Kunta Kinte, man. Come on, man. Yeah, a shoestring knot. That's exactly what it was. A shoestring knot. That man, I mean, he messed up in so many ways, guys, with this whole Holtz thing. He messed up in so many ways. He could have did this so much better. I mean, this man obviously, you know what? He probably would make a terrible director. I don't know if Jussie Smollett ever directed, but they actually rehearsed all of this. And the only people that played their part right was the Olsen-Darrow brothers. That was it. Because Jussie Smollett did have an eye injury. But his whole story, man, I guess he wasn't planning on his story working out. Now, he could have did this. Maybe this would have worked. He could have said, you know what? Instead of playing the race angle, considering you guys are like super African. I mean, like black Africans. These are Nigerians, authentic Africans. He could have said, you know what? Instead of playing the race angle, why don't we go the homophobic route? Everybody knows that I am gay. The race card probably is not going to work considering you guys aren't white. So why don't you do this? Empire. Then call me a homophobic slur and beat me up. That would have been more believable, don't you guys think? Wouldn't that have been a better way to do a Holtz crime instead of getting two black Nigerians to play the race angle? He could have got the Nigerians to play the homophobic angle right there. That would have worked out a whole lot better if you ask me. But hey, I'm not the one going to jail. People in jail, guess what, folks? They don't make very smart decisions. They don't. We got a $10 super sticker from Kaz Way. Appreciate the support. Thanks for the super chats that are coming in. But think of that, guys. Think of that. Let me know in the chat. Do you think that the homophobic angle would have been more believable? I believe he would never got caught. I believe that the homophobic Holtz would have actually worked in a polar vortex. Just get the black guys, you know, you're going to where's it going, to Subway? Yeah, go to Subway. Even though it's 2 a.m. It's more believable if somebody recognized you from Empire and they knew you were gay and they're black and they just don't like gay people. I believe that would have worked better. But he wasn't thinking. And I say in the chat, yeah, then he wrote them a check. How dumb can you be? He wrote them a check. Dude could have actually just gave it to him, gave him the money in cash. He wrote them a check. Then he tried to lie and say, oh, it's for training. Really? Really? This man just messed up, man. He wasn't using his brain, but guess what, guys? Criminals don't use their brains. They don't, at least most of them anyway. Most of them don't. Now, some criminals, you know, they get away. I mean, mafioso kind of people, they may actually get away with some things. They may get away with some things. Mob bosses, but in a case of Jussie Smollett, or better yet, man, couldn't he have just waited to another night? Because I believe the one thing that really threw people off was probably the polar vortex. Now, I'm down here in Texas. I don't know what the temperature was down there in Chicago. I want to say it was below zero. below zero, I'm not going out. I remember, now I know I don't live in Chicago, I'm in Houston area. I remember last year out here in the Houston area, Texas, it froze. We had reached like 5 degrees. Was I going anywhere? No, I wasn't. I was not going anywhere. So Matthew says it was 20 below. Wow. 20 below. Jussie pulling a train. That's funny right there. That's funny right there. I just don't understand this, man. I mean, he didn't make Trump look bad. Remember, he had serious TDS, man. Serious TDS. I'm surprised he didn't try to plead, not guilty by reason of insanity because I have TDS. Didn't work. And guess what, folks? A lot of MAGA people, they're probably not going to be out at 2 a.m. because they got to go to work tomorrow, the next day. Think about that. Think about that, guys. Ooh, Kim Foxx. Kim Foxx needs to be disbarred and fired. I agree with that. I agree with that. Michelle Obama was kind of involved in this too, They need to let Samuel Jackson wrote a letter too. Saying to go easy on him. Jussie Jackson. All this stuff, everybody was writing letters about him, social justice stuff. Social justice. That has nothing to do with this. This man committed a crime. A crime. He tried to, and he's still trying to play the race card. You saw in that outburst, guys, he was talking about, what did he say? Let's go ahead. I'm going to go back and play it because I don't remember exactly what he said. Let's go back and play it again. This is funny.
No, I would just like to say to Your Honor that I am not suicidal. That's what I was trying to say. Okay. I am not suicidal. Okay. I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBT.
Guess what? I'm black. I'm actually more black than Jussie Smollett. Both my parents are black. One of his is white. I don't have any fear of white people. I don't. I really don't. My neighbors, they're not black. They're not black. Not afraid of them. Actually, one of my neighbors is Puerto Rican. I guess he's technically white. Not afraid of him. When my car got smashed a couple of weeks ago, white police officer lady wrote the police report, and she gave me a ride back home. Was I afraid of that white police officer? No. Well, I guess I should have kind of been afraid a little bit because when my car got wrecked, when we got into her police car, she almost ran into the side of the road. But she drove me back home. No problems whatsoever. I'm not afraid. I don't play the race card like Jussie Smollett. He is trying to play the race card. And honestly, I've noticed these kind of things, with these the biracial people. They tend to play the race card like this. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. They do. They do. Because you even got a Zoe Kravitz out there who was in the Batman, claiming racism is why she didn't get a role in The Dark Knight Rises. Really? Really? My goodness. Bleach does not pour in freezing temperatures. First of all, why even have bleach? What's the point? What's the point of even having the bleach? I mean, folks, how many, actually, tell you the truth, how many, what are the odds of you running into anybody wearing a MAGA hat anyway? What are the odds? I mean, honestly, I've seen a few MAGA hats. I don't even really see any Biden hats or Obama hats. What are the odds of you just running into anybody really with a political hat? Probably low, especially at 2 o'clock in the morning. Pretty low. Extremely low. My goodness. Is there any other new stuff on here? Because I pulled these up. Pretty soon after the verdict came down. And what we missing anything else here? And the judge, should have actually reprimanded him for being disrespectful to the court, because there was no reason for him to start having an outburst like that. There's no reason. No reason. Check this out. This is some of the stuff the judge said here. I saw this earlier here. I'm going to read it. And please smash the thumbs up button, guys. Please do. Please smash the thumbs up button. And subscribe to the channel if you're just joining in. This channel is growing like crazy. It says here, Lynn, who is the judge, delivered a scathing rebuke before rendering the sentence, saying Smollett had taken some scabs off some healing wounds because he wanted to make himself more famous. Didn't we hear that rumor about him wanting to more money from Empire? Maybe that's what he was talking about. But he said, "You've turned your life upside down by your misconduct and shenanigans. You destroyed your life as you knew it," Lynn said. "You wanted to get the attention, and you were so invested in issues of social justice, and you knew this was a sore spot for everybody in this country. You were throwing a national pity party for yourself." Now, I'll say this, guys. If you're going to allow your life to get all messed up because, let's say that this was actually real. If you want to get your life all messed up because of Jussie Smollett saying this attack is real, there's still no reason for you to live your life in fear. Now, there's always going to be racist people, but it ain't widespread like the left wants you to believe. It's not. Smollett sat impassively wearing a mask with his head crossed at the defense table as Lynn called him a charlatan and said the crime had exposed a side of his personality that is profoundly arrogant and selfish and narcissistic. "You've turned yourself from riches to rats," Lynn said. "Your very name has become an adverb for lying." Yep. Yes, that is true. I mean, like the whole Bubba Wallace thing. Everybody calls Bubba Wallace now Bubba Wallace Smollett. Several of Smollett's supporters had expressed concern for his safety if he were sentenced to a jail term, given the notoriety of his case. Once Lynn issued the sentence, Smollett emphatically stated several times that he was not suicidal and suggested that if he were found dead, it would not be by his own hand. He also continued to maintain his innocence. Who in the world is actually going to really attack Jussie Smollett in jail because of this case? I'm not really sure. But yeah, they were actually using that. He could get attacked in jail, so he shouldn't go. Guess what? If you go to prison, guess what? Anybody could actually get attacked in a prison. Now, he's going to the county jail. That's where he's going to be. He's not going to a real prison. So, I don't know. Quote, "If I did this, this means I stuck my fists in the fears of black people for over 400 years in this country and the fears of the LGBT community. If anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself, and you must all know that. Smollett's attorneys asked that the jail term be stayed, but Lynn denied the request, and he denied it immediately because they asked several times. Oh, boy. Let's see here. Dan Webb, the special counsel who prosecuted the case, urged Lynn to sentence Smollett to a jail term and to order restitution and community service. He argued that Smollett's crimes was a serious violation and that he made it worse by refusing to admit it and by lying on the witness stand. Quote, he degraded true hate crimes, Webb said. He marginalized the people who are true victims of hate crimes. He's right about that. Because now, guys, if somebody actually says a hate crime was committed to me, who is actually really going to believe it then? People can just look at Jussie Smollett. And we got a super sticker that came through by BitT for $5. What was that super sticker? Oh, it's a cat saying bravo. Well, thank you. Thank you for that super sticker. Appreciate it. Smash the thumbs up button, guys. We have 467 people in here. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming out tonight and supporting me here on this stream. I wish Rhodes is here, man. I really do wish Rhodes is here. Man, I'm pretty sure you guys would like me and Rhodes to go live. We enjoy going live together, and we were going live on Black and White Sports like every day for a while. But we need to spread it out between the other channels. We were live on the Matrix and Rhodes show yesterday. Now I'm live today. Live today over here by myself. This used to be the old Rhodes Ranch channel. Now I'm on here by myself right now. Nick Hayes says these people have cried racist, misogynist, sexist, homophobe, etc., that the teens no longer mean anything anymore. Yeah. And my man, Greg Foreman, you know him from Black Conservative Perspective. He actually sells, one of his merches is actually a mug. It's a racist mug. And it tells you the modern day definition of racist. Anybody that disagrees with the Democrats, they scream racism. Just that simple. Just that simple. 150 days in jail. I bet during appeal will come reduced sentence down to jail, to no jail, longer parole, and community service. I think he's going to do that whole 150 days. That judge seemed pretty clear. That judge seemed pretty clear. He wanted him to do the 150 days. So that's, how long is that? Is that 4 months? No, that's longer than 4 months. That's 5 months. That's 5 months in jail. Yeah, 5 months in jail. So he's going to do almost half a year in jail. The county jail. And that's the reason why he had that outburst. He was caught off guard by going to prison. But now he's going to play this thing up big time. And you know what? He's better off just not saying anything else. I personally don't think that he'll probably end up doing some smaller stuff. And because, you know, I believe over time, Hollywood is probably going to be more forgiving to him because he checks all the boxes. He's a half black, half white actor. He's a part of the alphabet community. So he checks the woke boxes. He does. He's playing the race card. So now if you don't give him a role, it's because you're racist. You're homophobe. So I believe he will have a career. He will have a career. He's going to be in that Colin Kaepernick kind of thing now, because Cap, he's still playing the race car, but Jussie Smollett, he's in Hollywood where they're super duper woke. If they don't give him a job, look out, look out. I think we had a super chat that came in, or maybe we didn't, because I was talking and talking. I don't think, maybe we didn't. Okay. It's getting kind of late here, guys. So it's 8 o'clock here. Well, that's kind of late for me. And I didn't sleep last night. I only slept like 3 hours last night. So I'm running on fumes right now. It's stream fumes. So Jussie Smollett should have got 25 years. One thing I can say, I don't know how many years he should have got, but something like this, man, it should have been stronger. It should have been stronger. I mean, I don't know. And each state is different, Like, if you did a fake hate crime out here in Texas, I don't know what the sentencing guidelines are. So I really couldn't tell you. But it's a state by state thing, So I know everybody wants him to do more prison time. Now, honestly, I would actually have him do more time myself. But I'm in a different state. Chicago, I'm pretty sure they're soft on crime. I mean, have you seen the crime in Chicago? That place is a shithole. Chicago sucks. Yeah, Chicago's a dumpster fire, man. And pretty much all these bit cities. Actually, can you guys think of a bit city that is not a dumpster fire? What bit city is not rampant with crime? Think about it. New York, no thank you. New York City, no. LA's garbage. And those are the two biggest cities. Chicago, third biggest. Houston, man, I'm in the Houston area. I'm not in the city of Houston. I'm outside of the city of Houston. Every time you turn on the news, somebody in Southwest Houston is dead. And they all run by Democrats. All run. You know what? Houston has always had a Democratic mayor. They've never had anybody else. They've never had a Republican mayor. Never. Houston has always voted Democrat. I find that funny. But that's why I'm in outside of the city. I don't want nothing to do with the city of Houston. Their problems don't affect me. I'm in one of these unincorporated areas. So, yep, you're right. And you see the result. Yeah, that's what happens, man. You vote, keep voting Democrat, man. You vote Democrat, then you end up with people like Biden and other people. And gas over here, guys, $4 everywhere. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys probably been seeing, I've been doing these gas videos every day. And because I went out yesterday to drive around for a little bit. I went to see what the gas prices were around here. They were all $4, and I'm willing to bet that it's going to go up even tomorrow. This is a good question right here. Let me ask a question. Does it really matter if you're a Dem or a Republican? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because you got some fake Republicans out there too. So it doesn't, for the most part, you voting Democrat, ain't a whole lot of good ones left. Not a whole lot. Mary Dreyer for $2. Round found you and became a member. Keep it up 100%. Actually, we don't have memberships on this channel. Are you talking about the website? Could be the website. Appreciate the super chat though. Thomas Frederick with a $20 super chat. who would do a you know who on Jussie? Well, hopefully nobody. I ain't wishing that on nobody. But thank you for the super chat. That's I would not. I'm not gonna wish that on Jussie. You know what? Honestly, man, I hope that man learns the error of his ways, man, and changes his life around. But as of right now, man, he is no different than the man he was 3 years ago when he did the hate crime. And you saw that when he was walking out the courtroom. He's defiant. He's arrogant. He's not taking any responsibility for his actions. Zero. No responsibility. Football Jones, $4.99 super chat. No Jussie, no peace. And he's basically out there saying no justice, no peace. That's basically what he's saying. This man is pathetic. He's not taking any responsibility. The judge has called him a liar. Man, pathetic, man. His mother is in that courtroom. And I feel for his mother. I believe that they said that she's 69 years old. His father has already passed away. And he's acting like this in front of his mother. He's lying in front of his mother like that. Folks, I couldn't live myself standing in front of my mother, shaming my family like that. You know, just because you want to be woke. You want to lie. A lot of people could have been hurt by his actions. And he stands there in front of his own mother and lies. Pathetic. Nikki Hayes, $3.88 a gallon for gas. The other day, I got gas a few days ago. I found one spot, $3.69. That spot now is $4. So I got lucky. But I'm still in this rental car. I'm going to be in this rental car for another couple of weeks. That sucks. It sucks. Because I drive a Prius, which is much better on gas. Much better on gas, but somebody decided, well, let me just run into your car and then lie about my insurance. So now I'm paying a deductible. But my insurance company said that they're going to try to recuperate the deductible for me because I'm not at fault. Now I'm paying a little bit of out of pocket on this rental car too. It sucks. Jussie have traveled many Brokeback Mountains to get where he is. That's funny. That's funny. Hey guys, we're actually going to be on the podcast too. So all of our videos will be on a podcast, so you can actually download it, driving to work. You can check it out if you can't watch on the live stream. Normally we have memberships. This channel doesn't have memberships yet, but we will, because live streams are usually just going to be for members only. But in the meantime, you guys can sign up and become a member on the website, blackandwhitenetwork.com. We have videos over there that are not YouTube friendly. And membership start at $5 a month on the website. And we're trying to grow. We're trying to grow everything, you know, from here, Black and White Sports, Matrix and Roadshow, and blackandwhitenetwork.com. California voted for high gas prices. You are right about that. Yeah, they have. Yes, they have. So, but I think that's going to wrap this up, guys. I've been going about 50 minutes right now. Want to give you my reaction to the Jussie Smollett sentencing. So now the man is going to get 3 hots and a cot. He's going to the big house. Well, kind of like the small house, I would say. Man, I can't imagine eating that prison food. Can you guys imagine eating that prison food for the next 5 months? Guys, I was in the Navy. Navy food on a ship is not the best. But prison food may actually be worse. And actually on Navy ship, when you go on those 6-month deployments, the food gets worse the further away you get from the United States. I did 2 6-month deployments, and I'll never forget. When I was in the Mediterranean and the Persian Gulf, even the ketchup sucked. Because they were buying like this local ketchup. It's kind of funny. We go out into a port. Everybody likes Heinz ketchup, right? Most people do. We would get this like local ketchup, and it didn't even taste like ketchup. But if you go to a restaurant out in port, then they had Heinz ketchup. Go figure. Go figure. So, John Matrix, thank you for your service. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Very happy to serve my country. I love America. Love America. Do not confuse me with these other leftist black people. I actually love my country. Jussie Smollett doesn't love his country. Because if he loved this country, he would not be doing what he did. He would not be playing the victim. He wouldn't be trying to play the race card. He wouldn't try to stir up race relations if he loved this country. And the man was privileged. He was. And he lost it all. Lost it all. He did it to himself, guys. He did it to himself. But this live stream will remain up because we don't have memberships yet on this channel. But we'll be back. More videos to come. This channel is really, really growing. We appreciate all of the support that we're getting. So this video will remain up. Keep smashing the thumbs up button on this video, and maybe people watch it, you know, during the night. And yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. Got some more vets in here too. D. James ZW says, salute to my fellow veteran. He's in the Army. Dan Soliana, salute to, well, I'm sorry. It says, thank you for your service. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, guys, enjoy the rest of the night. I'm going to go and relax for the rest of the night. It has been a very, very long day, but there's no days off in this business. It is 7 days a week, to tell you the truth. It really is 7 days a week. No days off here. But guys, that's going to wrap up this show, and we will catch you on the next live stream. Be safe, everybody.